So, over the last couple of days, it seems like members of the Zelda community are scratching their heads again thinking about the Legend of Zelda timeline. And this is because of an image that was released by Nintendo during Nintendo Live in Sydney, which is an event that has occurred within the last few days. This image that was released has shown the Zelda timeline, but included a couple of the more recent games. More specifically, it's added Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. However, it seems to have placed both the games in their own continuity. What Eiji Aonuma is saying is that both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom take place in the very, very distant future. Now, I think what he's saying is that we shouldn't overthink too much about these newer games and where these Zelda games take place in the timeline. I think Nintendo have always stated, though we have the Hyrule Historia book, which has the timeline, it's never been 100% official. It's more been somebody at Nintendo's idea and interpretation of the timeline, and Mr. Aoyama and Mr. Miyamoto have both said that it's up to players to decide where these games take place. Now, when Zelda Skyward Sword got released, I thought it was very different back then, and it was nice being able to see the timeline at that stage. Now, the way I've seen Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is that if you take all of the Zelda timelines, I think that each timeline can ultimately end up with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So, no matter what happens in the Zelda history, whether it be a timeline with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess, or a timeline with The Wind Waker and Spirit Tracks, the timeline will ultimately end up with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and those are the consequential games. However, that's just my idea, and I'm sure people may agree or disagree with me. But if you have a different opinion, I'd like to know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.